lost than I'm found. I'm more black than I'm brown. I'm coming home for my crown, and I know when I do that, it's gonna go down. What is it? What is it?
What's going on, gang? It is your boy Butters Beauty, aka Ugly Idris, aka the man with the face that only a mother can love, aka the man with the face beautiful enough for radio. I am back. BRIT and the BANDO, we are here. Got some reactions to run through. We're going to do a little bit of a marathon here, as I feel like I have been letting the FAMALAM down. What we're going to do first of all is we are going to run into a challenge. And in this challenge, as you guys have been asking for, we are going to match up the most legendary freestyler in the world, man like Harry Mack, and we are going to compare him to a worthy adversary. So, in my left corner, from Portland, Oregon, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we have man like Harry Mack. And in my right corner, from the dirty, most gangsterish sides of the south side of Chicago, excuse me if anyone was offended by the dirty, we have man like, what's my man's name again? I can't believe I forgot my man's name. Juice WRLD. Now, I'm not going to give my views until this is all said and done. We're going to react to both. We're going to give both gentlemen a fair opportunity to be the best freestyler. We are going to have a clean fight. We're going to have no below the belt remarks. Now, without much further ado, I bring you man like Juice WRLD.
Yo, what's good? It's your boy Juice WRLD. I'm here spinning off the top on Funk Flex. Let's get it, gang.
Funk Flex, Ciroc Studios, you know why we here. Okay, Juice WRLD in the building.
Yeah.
So you know I have this thing where a young up and coming rapper,
right,
with bars, can get it has to be with bars.
I hear you, man.
Can have a shot to come do a freestyle. They can go to my Funk Flex Facebook Messenger.
Do that.
Right now, they could submit their music.
Do that.
The curators will vote on the music. And if you get to the top of the leaderboard, you can come through and drop some bars.
Your
all right?
Opportunity right there.
That's Funk Flex Facebook.
Do we need to hear all of this? Let's get to business.
All right. What we doing? Okay.
Man. On these beats, I feel like I'm a murderer. Who are these niggas? Who are y'all? Never heard of them. Who are I? I'm a murderer. Niggas always on the sneak, just murmuring. I don't really got no time for the chit chat. Bitch, get back, this chopper, break pussies in half. Kick cat, run up on me, that's cool. Up the chopper, out the mismatched designer that you can't afford. Hop out of foreign, these niggas up in a Ford. Yo, bitch like a car, yeah, that bitch a whore. A four-door, yeah. Presidents like more. Yeah. I feel like I'm the best at what I do, I swear it. Pull up on the scene, that blood, you gon' wear it. Brains get the tearing, all.
You know what is with this guy and what you can see through the music? You can see where those melodies come from. You can see where he reminds me a little bit of Young Thug. You know, Young Thug is another artist that doesn't write. It's all from the top. I didn't know that Juice WRLD didn't write. High ratings for all artists that just go in the booth and are able to create elements without the assistance of like a pen and a pad. You know, it's not easy, and I rate it highly.
Seen that blood, you gon' wear it. Brains get the tearing, all that falling, balling. LeBron on the Lakers like Spalding. Damn. This is how I play. Me and G Money gambling over 2K. That's 10K. Yo, advance, not 2K. Off the top with the freestyles, no toupee. I kick, push, work in my city like Lupe. That bitch don't cross the speed. Yeah, she go both ways. My chopper shoot.
And we didn't think that man was actually pushing work in the city, but he was. Man was getting busy. You know what I mean? We can't help but rate man that get it from the dirt. I only wish that he hadn't. I think Juice WRLD had shit OGs, man. You know what I mean? It was such an unnecessary loss You know what I mean? Really, it was.
She go both ways. My chopper shoot 'em 4 times, that's foreplay. Make you ring like a single finger, no Beyonce. Man, it's 3K for the wrist, Andre, just to fly out a bitch from the islands, Bombay. I do me all night and all day, dog. You run up on
This man flying chicks out from the islands. See what it is, I'm always gonna feel more of a relation to this kind of talk, because this is the kind of talk I always looked up to as a kid. You know, it took me to open my ears and just be like, you know what, everyone doesn't live this lifestyle. You know, certain people have different lifestyles. You know, certain people in their neighborhoods, they you know, the best thing to do was to be a doctor. Everyone wanted to be a doctor. You know, I don't want to be on the road. I want to be a doctor. But you know, when I was coming up, those weren't the options. That just seemed impossible. Why would you want to be a doctor when Melvin's uncle next door's got a Benz with a 9-carat gold emblem on it? You know what I mean? That kind of stuff looks attractive when mum's struggling to hold things together because dad's not there and everyone's running the road, and you know, the gal is really only interested in road, man. These are the things we grow up admiring. This is success to us. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if it's naturally, I don't know if it's dysfunctional, it may be kind of sick in a way, but there's always an attraction to that kind of lifestyle, those that have been told no and that take their success by the horns, if you will.
You run up on me, then that chopper gon' spray, dog. I'm not an Xbox, no, I won't play, dog. That shit dead like your people's in the graveyard. No offense, nah, fuck that, all offense. Police come through, I'm out the trap, I hop the fence. Man, I do this every day though. In the cut like I kill people, nigga. Tato, world in my hands, I'ma mold it like Play-Doh. Full of shit, hell yeah, rich ass a-hole. A-hole on the A-list.
Full of shit, hell yeah, rich ass a-hole. I like that. I like this kid, man. Yeah, we're not gonna talk about Harry. I'm gonna focus on this, and then when we get to Harry's, we can talk to Harry's. But I love what he's doing. He's kind of awkward, so his comfort zone is gonna be a bit awkward. He's not like, this is him. This is how he freestyles. You know, Dickie has how he does his thing. Harry has how he does his thing. Supreme has how he does his thing. Los does how he does his thing. And this is how he finds comfort. I almost feel like whatever he's on, he just kind of vibes with that melody. I seen another freestyle portions of it that I wanted to do for you lot when he was rapping. I think it was another flex where he's got like a 2 carps and he's talking about the lean or whatever. I think, you know, when I used to freestyle, I kind of used to lean on the tree. You know, we would bun, you know, me and my boy Black, we would bun and just freestyle for hours, you know, for hours. I remember, I can give you a perfect instance. They had a Making a Band audition, right? And me and my guy went up to New York, my guy Black, that was like my road dog back in the day, right? When it came to spitting. So we went to New York and we auditioned for Making a Band. But I think, you know, outside, we were doing so much damage and we were like spitting and battling the whole way to the line that by the time we'd gotten, you know, to in front of the camera, we were gassed out. You know what I mean? I mean, we've been going for hours. I killed a couple of people out there. He killed a couple of people out there. We battled each other for a little bit. You know, we had a couple of drinks. We'd been burning all day, and after waiting outside for about 3 or 4 hours, by the time we got the opportunity to audition, it was probably crap. I think I went up there. I may have said, you know, ayo, maybe a line or two, and he's like, next, and I'm like, fucking hell, man, we've been here all day, and that's all I get. But then I got to see the band, and I was like, I don't know, man. I felt like I could have done a better job than Chopper or E-Ness, but I didn't understand that it wasn't just a talent show. You know, the genius mind of Sean Puffy Combs was trying to syndicate his group as well as chart his group, as well as just so many different things. Puffy's just a goat in his own right. But let's get back to the reaction.
A-hole on the A-list, fucking all the bitches on the A-list that you ain't even see yet. I'm meeting all the legends that all these goofy ass peasants didn't even get to meet yet. They're asking for features. I'm shitting on my exes, these niggas and my teachers. You pull up, that's okay. Remember up in school when we cut your ass lacking and we jumped you by the bleacher?
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? When when things were shit for you before you got paid, you know, teachers slept on you, girls showed you no love. You know, that's always gonna be pluck at my heartstrings, because literally, you know, the man's name's Butters Beauty, the man's name's Ugly Idris. He knows about rejection, so it's always fire to hear. You know what is when you hear a man freestyle, right? And I think this is why, you know, a couple of guys on my page were like really defensive over Adam Calhoun. You can't say Adam Calhoun can't say it. You can't speak on it, but Adam Calhoun can blah, 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 hubbity hubbla, hubbity hubbla. You get what I'm saying? Because when you're spitting, you touch people, you know, not physically, but deeper than physically. If you're really good at what you do and you make a connection with someone and you take them through a dark time, then they feel loyal to you. You know what I mean? My old girl is serious about Whitney Houston. You can't say anything about Whitney Houston. I used to be that way about Jay-Z. You know, Harry Mack gets so much love, you know, because I found that he really got people through the pandemic. That's a hard time. These are things that make legends. When you're able to take your art and someone is able to use your art to coast through bad times, it brings you a special connection with that person. I can remember September 11th was one of the most horrible times ever. If you was up north, you know about it. It was just a terrible, terrible time. And for me, you know, it was said, you know, Fabulous dropped that day. And they were like, his sales are going to be abysmal because of the, you know, obviously world trade was going to affect everyone's sales. But Jay dropped that day as well, and his sales didn't affect him. And for me, the reason I went out and rocked with that album is because it got me through those times. You know what I'm saying? Song Cry, Breathe Easy, Girls, Jigga, that nigga Jigga. Like, there's so many songs. Like, that whole album, literally cover to cover, day in, day out. The Blueprint album got me through that horrible, horrible time. And when you can make that kind of connection with someone, it's priceless. You have a family member forever. It's deeper than a fan. And I think that is why people love Mack so much. And I think that's why people love the Juice so much. And I think it's just a sad loss, an unnecessary loss. Let's get back to the reaction.
You bought the bleachers, that's a true ass story. Yeah, I got kicked out.
You have to bring that up.
Bitch.
And before we even started this is not fair, right? Or it shouldn't be fair, because this is his beat. You should have extras. You should have vibes that you wanted to go into. There should be so much more done to this production that you did in your spare time that it should be easy for you to cook on it.
Yeah, I got kicked out.
You have to bring that
Fuck
up.
the bitch in the porta potty, my dick out. I'm on the scene going crazy, running sick routes.
You have to bring that up.
I had to bring that shit out. Man. I'm exposing these niggas. I don't take breaks from raps, no reloading, little nigga. My clip on infinity, shooter.
I love the drip. He's found out I don't take breaks from rap, no reload, little nigga. I love it.
I got Duff Clinton, little money like my name Hillary. I feel like a pastor, 999 is the ministry. Niggas, they be pussy like a minstrel bleed.
Duff putting the money
I'ma
like I'm
play 'em
Hillary.
like an intro key. Pull up on the scene, chopper gon' spray, sing like Do Re Mi. Falsetto, I fuck the bitch in the projects from the ghetto. I pull her strings like my name was Geppetto.
You see how his eyes are going? It's just him and the bars. Literally, you know, Harry does this sometimes, but it's not quite like this. You know, I love this because it's darker and it's coming from a dark place. I rate Harry just on talent. I don't rate Harry. You know, the only thing I can relate to Harry about is our love for music, our love for hip hop. We could probably have a conversation about old classics and dig through the crates. I'm pretty sure that that Harry likes I don't remember the name of the group. It was a big tune back in the day. The song was going back. Far Side. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure he likes them. I'm sure he likes Mos Def, and I'm sure he likes Pharoah Monch. You know what I'm saying? And all these like lyrical guys, J. Rue the Damage. I'm sure he's a big fan of them, because when I look at Harry, I just see hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I just see, if we were in the early 90s, Harry would probably be always carrying vinyls, and he probably would handle the turntables, you know, just because he's a bit younger. That's probably why I didn't do those things. But yeah, man, those are the relations. Why I fuck with Juice, because I can see he had that same pain. I can see he went through them same struggles. And a little bit of me feels like I'm winning when I'm seeing man winning. You get what I'm saying? It's just a connection, but that doesn't take away from the point system. That doesn't mean that you'll win. Unfortunately, I'm not allowed to be biased. Unfortunately, for everyone else involved in the competition, we're going to play this one fair. It's not about have we both been on the road. It's not about have we both shared some of the same experiences. It's about, are you a better freestyler?
Pedal, left in the middle like Malcolm. Sit down and settle. Man, I'm the best. Man, I'm a rebel. Billy Idol in my earphones. I'm a devil. I'm the best to ever do it. Fuck with me, I hit you in your face. You leaking body fluid.
It really is blood. I did not know that. When I heard this song, it was such a heartfelt song that I had no idea that he was banging. You know what I'm saying? But another intro, I heard him say something. I think I heard him say what's bracking, and then a lot of my London guys say brazy. I'm not sure if they know that they're slashing C's. I'm not sure if they know they're being offensive or if it's just something that it's just something that's cool. Coming up in Jersey, we used to call it bally. I didn't even know. I didn't know I was slashing. You know what I mean? I didn't know I was using any type of gang talk. I just had heard it, so I said it. But yeah, back to the reaction.
I feel like these other niggas, they be sweet like Mike and Nikes. These niggas pussy than a bitch, they won't take a life. I might as well take their life, then take their wife. Resurrect their body, shoot them twice. Yeah, I took them twice. Real shit, scratch their ass off. Little auto quick pick, burn them like Kush with Jamaicans and incense. Been the realest nigga since I came out an infant.
All right, see what's happening here is the torch is being passed. This is the change right here. For me, and I'll run over these freestyles for you. I may even do it in this little marathon run I'm about to do. For me, this eye-opening moment, this life-changing moment, this hip-hop, it was the best thing in the world. I can't believe what I'm seeing. For me, it was Cannabis, DMX, and Noriega freestyle at Hot 97. This same studio, I believe it might have been Flex as well. So he's been in for a while. He's seen the dopest. For me, it was Jay-Z and State Property in there. For me, it was Beanie Siegel. For me, it was Jadakiss and Styles and Sheik Luch going back and forth with the Rockefeller. For me, with Rockefeller. For me, those were the moments where I'm like, freestyling is something that I have to be a part of. Unfortunately for you, man, it's changed, and you've only got a couple of guys. But this is something that used to be like catching Flex freestyles. Hard to get a ticket for a Funk Master Flex. That was what Friday nights were about. And now it's all changed. And I think a lot of in the beginning, that's what my gripe with Harry was. It looked so different. The game had changed so much, and it just wasn't what I was used to. You know what I mean? I don't know if you have got any family members that have done hard time or know anyone that's done hard time, but when they've done hard time, you see in the movies when a man's done hard time and he comes home and what's the date on a newspaper and who's president and fucking hell, we don't use cabs anymore, we use Ubers and people are watching the internet on televisions and TVs don't have big bums anymore. That's kind of how I feel about freestyling. It's just changed shape and I wasn't able to recognize it. Back to the reaction.
Auto quick pick, burn them like Kush with Jamaicans and incense. Been the realest nigga since I came out an infant. 10 years old, freestyling, the best to ever do it all. The other crowd silent. Went to high school and this shit got wilder. Suburbs and hood at the same time violent. From Roseland to Homewood, I did my shit. R. Kelly, hell yeah, I pissed the shit. R. Kelly with the gun, get pistol whipping that shit sharper than a fucking pencil tip. Man. I ain't never gave a shit. I ain't never gave a fuck. I ain't never gave a damn.
Yeah, like any freestyler that's able to maneuver around thoughts the way that he's just kind of dancing around topics is gifted. I was saying before that I'd seen an interview with Eminem where he was showing credit to Juice and saying, he gets it. I can't believe he got it so much. You know what I'm saying? He was super talented, which is dope. Who doesn't want to receive them kind of compliment from M? You see how happy Harry was when Joey Badass was like, nah, he's sick off the head. And also Kendrick, you know what I'm saying? You could see he was chuffed just being in the same room. So to hear man like Eminem like taking off his hat and not just saying he's sick, but saying, no, he's got it. No, he understands. You know, I can't believe how dope he is. That's got to get a round of applause.
And this shit got wilder, suburbs and hood at the same time, violent. From Roseland to Homewood, I did my shit. R. Kelly, hell yeah, I pissed the shit. R. Kelly with the gun, get pistol whip, and that shit sharper than a fucking pencil tip. Man, I ain't never gave a shit, I ain't never gave a fuck, I ain't never gave a damn. That's your bitch, why she all up on my dick for the gram? She gon' probably come over and get crammed. And these niggas ain't on shit, I'm sure like Sam, motherfucker, I am. And I swear to God, that bitch strapped up like a dyke, like a first name Dick Van. Whew, I got some wordplay. I'm about the action, these niggas just with the verbs. Ayy, chopper shooting for the green, I feel like Larry Bird. Ayy, I say what I want, these other niggas absurd. Ayy, I'm on flex, flexing on all these niggas that was freestyling, not for like.
This is really what it's all about, you know. This is kind of, you can tell it was a pastime for man. You know what I mean? Like, man would just beat on a table. You know what I'm saying? We used to have instrumental CDs that we used to rock to. I swear, when I first came in, I heard about instrumental CDs. I'm like, yo, this is easy. You mean to tell me all the beats that come industry, you can just get instrumental CD and just rock? Yeah, man, go downtown, pick up a CD, and you can rock with it. You know what I mean? Those days were beautiful times, man. Beautiful times. There was times in the summer where we just pull up, a man, and be like, yo, what's up, man? Who got money on a cypher? And you know, someone from your hood is trying to battle someone from this hood. Their name's ringing bells. Like all this shit you hear that man talk about. URL, you know, Murder Mook pulling up on John the Don's block, and T-Rex pulling up on Cassidy's block. That's really how it was. And I miss it. So rather than be bitter about what it used to be, I'm now happy that there's still remnants of it left. Back to the reaction.
Like I'm the best of all I've been balling on them. Like Mike, I'm a Harley Davidson. You a tyke bike. You a tyke bike, and that's my shit you saying, nigga, that's a sound bite. I ain't had copyrights to that, so you can have it, cause I'ma probably make that money back. I'm a savage. You fucking with my gang, you gon' need more than a bandage. If we robbing you, then we gon' come deep more than some bandits. We gon' tear your whole shit down, fuck a vandal. Put a bullet in your soup can, fuck the Campbells. Matter of fact, leave your brain eggs, get it scrambled.
Careful, bro. Careful. That's a madness, even with consent. The whole team don't need to do that, bro. You're the captain. You know, I can leave this alone because Juice ain't even here no more. Thank God he didn't get caught up in no bullshit like that. But if there's one girl, bruv, especially young girls, allow the 10 man, one girl. I never was involved in them kind of things that I just really felt like I just really wasn't interested. You know, the 10 guys, like, what? Gosh, 10? I don't even want to be involved. You know, I mean, when I was young, I used to be like, I'll go first, which is just as horrible, but that's what we used to say. But just to go behind 10 man is crazy. To be in a room with 10 man with one girl is crazy, you know, because it's going to be so easy for her to turn around when she feels terrible about the situation. All my youngers that's watching, pay attention to me, because this is something that I've seen my whole life, you know, and this is not to say we've gone to a real left place, but I just feel like I got to give my youngers good advice. If you go into a room and 10 of your brethren is there going to work on one girl, even if she said, this is what I want to do, leave, bro. Because in a lot of cases, when that young lady turns around and she feels like shit and she feels dirty for being involved, and you man are just high-fiving and acting like she doesn't exist the next day at school, sometimes she's going to cry rape, bro. And the police are going to believe her, and you man might go to jail for a long time. So think about that when you're talking about 10 man, one chick.
I feel like Kyrie with his mic I handle. Feel like a technician with the shit, get dismantled. Man, this is off the top of the dome, I never write it. She the shit before I say it, I'm feeling just like a psychic. She riding my dick just like a bike, 10 speed. 40 on my hip, nigga, please don't tempt me. Full clip, I lead a party empty with a bad bitch riding me like, okay, whole team finna fuck on that bitch. We 10 deep. If a boyfriend only get jumped by 10 feet. I did it, yeah. I did it, yeah. I walk away with blood on my Timberlands. I swear I keep on balling like Tim Duncan. A1 with the shit.
What's so dope about what is happening here is this is his life. Sounds kind of fun for a young kid. You know, when I was coming out of high school or when I was in my early 20s, I wasn't living like this. This man is already a living legend. You know what I'm saying? I can't help but, you know, RIP and, you know what I'm saying, feel terrible about what man's saying because we lost so many. Fucking hell, man. It's, you know, the first one for me, you know, even though I wasn't old enough to really understand, was probably Eazy-E. And I was like, rah, man's dead. Even though I didn't really know what was going on. Biggie hurt. Tupac hurt. And then it's like it just never stopped. We had breaks, but it's like it never stopped.
No flunking. I hate Halloween, so I'm aiming at your pumpkin. Yo, bitch, Dunkin' Donuts sweet, a munchkin. She at eat. We gon' make the bitch munch then. She want McDonald's, we may just take out for lunch then. We ain't going to Roof Chris, not for this piss poor bitch.
I like Roof Chris, bro.
We ain't going to Roof Chris, not for this piss poor bitch, nah. Now we can go to Roof Chris and ball
You
out.
know what it was with the codeine? I really thought that when Pimp C passed, that, you know, things had kind of slowed down. Houston really wasn't setting the trends like it had been with the whole screw movement. I thought that was going to be it. I really feel like Wayne gave it a face again. It's fucked up, man. I never thought I would hear stories about man on road in London sipping lean. It just seems so far-fetched. It's like seeing a car with hydraulics in the middle of Piccadilly Circus. It's just so unexpected. It's sad, man. All these kids getting lost in these prescription drugs. It's fucking sad, you know. Back in the day, we were strung out on a lot of heavy drugs, and albums like The Chronic, even though a lot of parents like, they're outside smoking that weed, and all they do is smoke that weed. It was a level down from the madness that, if you think about around the time of like Curtis Mayfield, Marvin Gaye, I'm your pimp, I'm your donna, I'm the partner in the alley, I'm your bunch of pain. That's Curtis Mayfield. Them man were all strung out on like wicked drugs. And albums like The Chronic really made man change direction and say, do you know what? Let me just burn this weed and focus on what I'm doing instead of like going to cloud umpteen. Back to the reaction.
All out, playing Xbox. I used to play Fallout. Broke up with my bitch over it. We fell out. Man, the cops came, I bailed out. Them packs, yeah, we used to ship them through the mail. Now, I'm in LA smoking this shit they ship out. I don't gotta ship it, I just pull and sip now. Speaking of sipping, I kinda love the codeine. I don't do that coke. These niggas keep the nosebleed.
She was looking at Rolly with me, like a freshly lit Stoli. That was nice. He's dope. Right now, from what I'm seeing, I would rate man higher than Dickie, and I would also rate man higher than Los.
I pull up on them ballin' courtside, no nosebleeds. It's 24, I need a ring, feel like Kobe. Clutch as fuck, bitch, I feel like Ginobili. At least that's what your mama told me when she was in the bed holding on to my rollie with my dick in her mouth like a freshly lit stogie. From Chicago, we eat arrows and hoagies. Where you eat? Where you from? That shit trash, ho. From Chicago, we feel like the goats. Hell yeah, we the best of the class, ho. Hell yeah, we the first, not the last, ho. Hell yeah, we'll beat your ass.
You know what else I'd like to see? I'd actually like to see some talented MCs take the Harry quiz or the Harry test and really like hit up people, get free words, and really see them in that arena and how they perform. Because when it comes to practice hours, Big Mac is he's got the Mamba mentality.
That's in class, so hell yeah, we'd drop out and fuck the math, bro. Just to hit the streets, add it up and do the math, bro. Feel my wrath when I'm walking in these rafts, bro. I'm a tornado, get the fuck about my path.
I like that.
Hey, LOL
like
when
that.
I'm in the bank. These niggas still in my mentions, boy. I got the last laugh, ho. Man, I'm richer than a bitch. I really hate to brag, but sometimes I get an itch. I wanna talk my shit so I could walk my shit so I can hit his light and I could
I like it.
switch.
I like it. I like it. It was hard. Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. To me, you know what I'm saying? This is no disrespect to Juice or anyone that rocks with Juice WRLD. Rest in peace to Juice WRLD. Super talent. You know, the music that he was putting out and the levels that he was going to was super saiyan, and I expected a lot for him. This whole segment is kind of rest in peace. I don't want anyone to feel like this challenges any kind of disrespect, but he looks high. You know what I'm saying? It looks like the drugs are rapping. I don't get that from Harry. You know, and it's not to say that you get any more credit if you are high or if you are sober, because some of Eminem's behavior in his early days was absolutely ridiculous, the things that he was saying, and I know for a fact he was lit. So I can feel that in the music though, and it's not like, oh, you know, he's off something and this is just crazy. Nah, he's got a good freestyle. He's talented. I like how he's carrying on. This was like 6 minutes and 45 seconds long, and although there were slip ups, I felt what he was saying. But to me, it was just good. It wasn't crazy. It wasn't like, holy shit. And everything I've been hearing about people, about Juice WRLD in his freestyling, he's good. He's good. He's not shit. He's good. He had some moments to think that it's all coming off the top of the head. It was dope. I can relate to the pain. I love the fact that I can relate to the pain, but it's not about the relation of pain. It's about, are you the best freestyler? And this was a decent one. Going up against Harry Mack, I'm not sure. This was good, but I don't think you can handle Mac. Listen, we're going into part 2. This was part 1 of Is Harry Mack Better Than Juice WRLD? The Is Harry Mack Better Than series. Let's go.